What's up, everybody? How y'all doing out there? Hello, hello, hello. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Hope you all had a great weekend this weekend. We're still in the middle of the weekend. I'm talking like it's Sunday night or whatever. I'm still getting used to this myself. But how y'all doing? Yeah, we are live up in this thing. So welcome, welcome, welcome to another Movie News Roundup show this Saturday, November the 13th. 2021 Saturday. Man, this year is flying by. I remember at the beginning of the year, we was like, thank God 2020 is over. Let's start 2021. And now 2021 is about to be over. And we're finna go right into 2022. And but before we do that rhyme, I'm ready to talk to you guys about these topics. We got a whole bunch of topics to talk about today. Of course, as always, everything is down in the description box below for you to read at your own leisure. And it's unfortunate. I should have checked the setting. I'm at low latency, so there may be like a 10 or 15-second delay from when I am talking to when you can actually see it. And it won't let you. I thought you can change it in the middle of the stream, but you can't do that. So my bad. I was really trying to make it real time. Like as soon as I say something, y'all know what I'm saying immediately. You know, that's what that upgraded internet was all that for. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm here. But let me go ahead and shout out everybody that is in the chat right now. We got how many people we got watching? We got 34 people watching. And how many likes do we have up in here? How many thumbs up? Y'all, if y'all seen a couple of my trailer reactions lately, I'm trying to run this experiment with the YouTube algorithm for audience engagement. So we have 34 people, 36 people watching on YouTube, one on Facebook. So go ahead and give me that thumbs up over there real quick. I would appreciate that a ton. But we got Nino Black in the building. What's up, fam? How you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Who else we got up in here? D Stizzle, what's good? We live. Yes, we are. What's good, Shawnee D? Hey, hey. Oh, are we no longer on Sunday? No, ma'am. We are not for the next few months, next 2 or 3 months. I'm gonna be doing this on Saturday. The reason why is I just don't want to do 2 live shows in one day. That's just a little bit too much for me. And so, because Power is going to be coming back on Sundays, and also Insecure is on Sundays as well. And so, right now, my live shows on Sundays are going to be 10 p.m. CST for Insecure. And so, since I don't want to do live shows in one day, I'm moving my Movie News Roundup show to Saturday. So, in the near future, Movie News Roundup show is going to be on Saturday, 6:30 p.m. like it is right now, this live. Sundays at 10 p.m. CST is going to be Insecure Live. And Mondays at 6:30 p.m. CST or 7, and I confirmed this with Elia a couple of days ago, like day before yesterday. We're going to be doing our Power Book 2 Season 2 recaps on Monday. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, live on each show. So until Power and Insecure goes off, the Movie News Roundup show will be on Saturdays. So there you go. Hopefully you can still make it to each of them. But thank you so much for being here tonight. I do appreciate it. What's up, ER's grandpa? Hey. I can never say it right. Hi. It trips me out. But what's going on? How you doing? Hey. How you doing, Miss Z Latrice? What's good? Thank you so much for being here. Hello, everyone. Rico Morehouse, what's going on, man? How you doing? Hello. Thank you so much for being here. Javon Hudson, yo, what's good? Coming over from Facebook. What's up? Hey, what's good? Max Lamont, how you doing? D Weave, what's good? Hey, how you doing? What's up, IMAX? I am so happy that now we get the IMAX ratio versions of a lot of the Marvel properties on Disney Plus because of Disney Plus Day this past Friday. But we're going to talk about it. But thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. What's up, Tashanta? I see a delay. Sorry about that. But thank you so much for being here. LOL, I just discovered your page earlier this year, but your Infinity War review had me dying. Your excitement was hilarious. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you very much, Artemas. I do appreciate it. Thank you. I'm glad you discovered my channel, and I'm glad you're enjoying my content, and hopefully you will continue to do that in the future. And again, thank you so much for being here. What's good, Buck Odie? What's up? K the Bookworm. Hey, y'all. What's going on? Ernest Holloway. Yo, what's good? How you doing, my brother? Jehu, what's up? Percy Bedford, what's good? How you doing? Who else we got in here? Trey Carrillo, you're missing out on BMF, bro. LOL, it didn't look interesting to you or something. Yeah, always supporting, brother. Yeah, I tried the first episode and it just, I just didn't get into it. But I'll tell you what, I'll give it a try. I'll keep it going. I will watch the second episode and give it a try because Lamont is over there doing a hell of a great job on his channel covering all of that stuff. And so it must be good because a lot of people, he's getting a lot of views off that. So thanks for putting it back on my radar. I appreciate it. And all right, and that is everybody. And we are at 9 minutes, and y'all know how I do. I usually start at about 10 minutes, so we are just right on time. And I'm just checking a few things right here. And most likely, just FYI, I'm going to be by myself today. So tailor those expectations. But it's all good. Oh, and we already got a super chat up over here in the building with Jehu.
What a money reside.
Jehu, $5 super chat. Saw Eternals a second time, but in 4DX in Austin. And what a different experience it was. Amazing. Well, that's what's up, man. I'm really glad you liked it a second time. At this time, I've only seen it one time. And I like the film, but I do need to see it again the second time. I just haven't made it back to the theater. But sometimes those second viewings can really get you. I watched Shang-Chi Friday, since it's on Disney Plus for the third time, and I like it a lot better, the third time after seeing it. So I'm definitely going to have to get on that myself. I don't even think I've ever seen anything in 4DX. So yeah, I need to definitely get on that. So yeah, but thank you so much, Jehu, for the super chat. I do appreciate it. What's up, Derek? Almost forgot you on Saturday night. I was watching Blackstein when I remember. Well, hey man, I'm glad you remembered, and thank you so much for being here. What I need to do is I need to post these earlier, like maybe Friday night instead of like 4 or 5 hours before. But guys, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go get ahead and get started. Get started, get started, get started. And again, guys, I want to thank all of you so much for tuning in to the Movie News Roundup show number 38. We got some more Zazie Beetz with the Heart of the Fall, Blade News, Captain America 4. We're going to be talking about What If, Secret Invasion, She-Hulk, just pretty much everything that they announced over at Disney Plus Day this past Friday. And I'm very, very excited to talk about it. And so let me go ahead and talk about the first topic of the day. First topic of the day is a sensitive topic, you know, whether, you know, what people are going to do or not with this vaccine. Some people getting vaccines. Some people like, I'm not getting the shot. I'm not getting the jab. It ain't for me. And, you know, I'm cool with that myself as long as you are being responsible and you're not spreading around any misinformation. You know, you're wearing your mask, you know, you're quarantining, practicing social distancing and all that. But anyway, if you're looking down at the bottom of the screen, you can see the banner, the scroll. But that brings us over to our first topic of the day, to what we have from CBR and also the Hollywood Reporter. And it has to do with our girl Letitia Wright and also the set of Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. And I am sharing this right now, and I have this from, oh, 1 second. I thought I had my screen share, but I guess I don't. Right here from CBR.com. It says Black Panther 2. Let me get this ad out the way. Black Panther 2 star Letitia Wright unvaxxed status may further delay filming. This is not good. This is horrible. Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever star Letitia Wright's unvaccinated status may lead to further filming delays for the Marvel Studios sequel. And you know, if you know, she is not vaccinated, as it says. And the reason why is they just had like a new well, actually, give me 2 seconds here. Let me, since I took off my headphones, since I'm the only one here, let me just go ahead and read what it says here. Black Panther Wakanda Forever star Letitia Wright's unvaccinated status may lead to further filming delays for the Marvel Cinematic movie. The Black Panther sequel recently halted production to allow Wright time to recover from an injury she sustained while shooting a stunt. And the guys, that happened this past August, with Wright heading to London to, like, you know, rest up. The problem is that the Hollywood Reporter, and I have that report right here, the Hollywood studio projects getting stricter about COVID-19 vaccine mandates. The CDC implemented a new rule on November 8th requiring all non-immigrant, non-citizens flying to the U.S. to be fully vaccinated against COVID-19 and give proof of their vaccination. Given that Wright is neither vaccinated or a U.S. citizen, this will presumably complicate her return to filming the movie stateside. Oh, guys, this stinks big time. Oh man, this is not good. This is not good at all. Now, what are y'all saying in the chat? What do y'all think about this? Ice Cube turned down a film because he didn't want to get the jab. That's true. But this wasn't in the, you know, he wasn't in the middle of filming though. You know, that they was in pre-production on that one. Letitia Wright might find herself unemployed. Yeah. Salute to Letitia Wright and Ice Cube. ER's grandpa talking about recast Shuri. This is what I'm saying. Why can't she just be tested? Is it about preventing COVID or forcing vaccines on people? I don't know. I'm not gonna, you know, push out any narratives, but Melissa S. At this point, she needs to be recast. I really liked her, but if it's a requirement of the job and she doesn't want to do it, they're gonna have to find someone else who is willing to. Melissa, that is unfortunately true. Yeah, I like her too, and this just doesn't look good. This is a lot of people are working on this set right now, and you holding up a lot of people. Y'all in the middle of this thing. The thing is, I don't even know. Did she have to go? What's crazy is, she probably left to London to rest. And like, let me go back home and chill. And then they gave her the vaccine. They put the mandate in, and she wasn't able to come back. Yeah, I hear you, Janine. I'm sorry that happened to you. We all had to be vaccinated to go in public school. I understand the mistrust. Come on. Just bring Killmonger back and have Jordan make the. Nah, I don't know about that. Larry would be happy about Killmonger coming back, but yeah, this don't look good, y'all. So, as y'all know, I mean, her name has been slung in the mud. Some for valid reasons, some for not. I mean, at the very beginning of all this, her name was being thrown around, saying that she was sharing, anti-vax videos and anti-trans posts. I didn't see any of those, but if she was doing that, that's not cool. It's not cool at all. But then it came out that she was on the job trying to talk to other people about it, like anti-vax this and anti-vax that. Now, I don't believe that myself. I don't. And she came out and had a statement talking about that as well, talking about, shortly after Wright released a statement in response to the allegations, reading, anyone who knows me or has worked with me knows that I work incredibly hard at my craft, and my main focus always do work that's impactful and inspiring. So I'm with her there. But this situation right now with the vaccine and her not wanting to get vaccinated and come back, that just really sucks big time. Scrap the film. I don't know what they're gonna do. Zia, I'm not anti or pro, but it's her body, so her choice. Yeah, she may just have to walk away. I don't know. Bad timing. Black Panther coming to Wakanda. Black Panther coming to Wakanda has been a hot mess of a production. Yeah, it hasn't been the best. It hasn't been the best. Understandably so. I mean, the main guy did pass away. So, well, guys, that's just too bad. 1 second. I'm doing a lot of talking today, so I'm gonna have to take a lot of sips. But we're gonna see what happens with that. And so, oops, wrong button. But let's go ahead and move on to the second topic of the day. Second topic of the day, and it's much more fun topic. Okay, it's not as serious. We can have a little bit more fun with this, and it has to do with these Autobots, these Transformers. How many of y'all out there like Transformers? Let me know in the comment section. I am so mad at myself that I did not change that setting to ultra. Okay, but it's all good. But that brings me over to the second topic of the day. And I have this report right here from Deadline. It says Transformers Rise of the Beast pushed a year. New Star Trek movie to beam up over Christmas 2023. And guys, I just want to let you know that if you're watching this via live or on the replay, there is a link down to this article down in the description box for you to read at your own leisure. And also, I see we got 83 people watching on YouTube, 2 on Facebook. Hold on, we only got 22 likes, 22 thumbs up. Wait a minute. We got 43 thumbs up, guys. Come a few more thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. But we got a super chat from Ernest though. What's up, Ernest? $5 super chat. Thank you so much, man. I do appreciate that. It says, look like she walked away from this. She done in Hollywood. She will be blacklisted.
Yes! Yes!
Probably, Ernest. I hope not, though. But thank you so much for the super chat. I do appreciate it. And yes, get those likes up. Get those likes up. But going back to the article right here that is in the description box of this video, and y'all let me know if y'all, a fan of Transformers. This just in from Paramount: Transformers Rise of the Beast will no longer be opening next year, June 4th, 2022. It's going to be moved to 2023. And the new Star Trek movie they've been in development won't launch on June 9th either, but December 22nd. So that's 2 years. That's over 2 years from now. This pick is in development with Max Shackman attached to direct, as we first told you. Rise of the Beast is directed by Steve Cavil Jr. Now, Steve Cavil Jr. is the guy who did the latest Creed movie, Creed 2, with Michael B. Jordan. So just FYI. And stars Anthony Ramos, Dominic Fishback. Of course, Dominic Fishback was the lady interest of Daniel Kaluuya's role, Fred Hampton, earlier this year. And Peter Cullen is coming back as Optimus Prime. And so, yeah, this is being delayed. I really did enjoy the first Transformers movie, and not after that. No, Transformers Dark of the Moon was okay. They all look beautiful, but the story and plot and just a lot of stuff they did with that was just garbage, and I didn't like it, Now, but this is going to be a Rise of the Beast, Beast Wars type stuff. And I was a fan. That was my introduction to Transformers as a child. I wasn't, I was too young for that. I was born in '84. But that's Sherry. But this stuff right here, it does kind of look cool to me. I am kind of looking forward to that right there. Are y'all looking forward to this though? My name is Optimus Prime, and I will prime your Optimus. But I mean, Transformers in itself, y'all, is a cool concept. That just looks badass. The Gorilla Man, he's like, the version of Optimus Prime, the leader. But it looks cool to me. Look at that. Gorillas are already strong as hell, and you're gonna have a mechanical one. Yeah, he looking like he ready to smash anything. I got some art right there, but I mean, and the thing about it is, like, I'm glad Michael Bay is not part of it, because he just, I mean, it's still something in my heart likes Michael Bay. He don't need to touch no more Transformers movies though. Let's see what y'all. Rico Morehouse, I love Transformers. Okay. These stills are always like Transformers, but the last 3 movies aren't that great. I am not mad at you for feeling that way. I agree. Michael Bay isn't making it easy. No. Yep. The first one was the only good one. Transformers Prime is the best Transformers thing ever. Ryan, I never seen Beast Wars, but heard that was great too. Yeah. That was an introduction for me. I loved it as a child, but when I watch it now, it's cringy as F. Just don't make any sense. I started watching Transformers movies after Shia LaBeouf left. Yeah, I ain't mad at you. Yeah, Bumblebee was good. What's up, Strictly Starlight? Coming over from the UK. What's good? Hello, Transformers. Like the first 3. Tried to watch the 4th with Mark Wahlberg. I had to stop after 45 minutes. I hear you. Yeah, that was that did get pretty bad. So, but thank you for being here, Strictly Starlight. I appreciate it. Yeah, Jan 215. Beast Wars was fire. Yeah. Melissa said never made sense to me. I ain't mad at y'all. It's a crazy concept. Interesting, crazy concept. Nina Black. Beast Wars was my intro too. Yeah. Right on. Oh, I'm behind on these comments. big time. Def Rocker, there was too much sexual innuendo in the first 3 movies. Okay. And Ryan said, if you don't see Transformers Prime, you're slipping. Well, I guess I'm slipping and sliding, slipping. I'm sorry. Yes, I have seen the 1986 movie. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I'm assuming you're talking about the animated movie. But yes, I have seen it. I have seen it. So, but yeah. Well, guys, let's go ahead and move on to the third topic today. We're done talking about Transformers and Beast Wars and all that stuff right there. And this one is interesting too. I'm pretty cool with this to an extent, but we're gonna talk about it. So, y'all know that guy Henry Cavill, right? He was in the latest what was that movie with Tom Cruise? It's not Fast and Furious. I was gonna say Tom Cruise. That's his name. What is the Mission Impossible? He was in the latest Mission Impossible movie. He's also Superman, of course, in a DCEU, Man of Steel. But he's talking about wanting to take on a role in the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Which y'all are y'all cool with that? Y'all want to see him in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? If so, what role? But I have this report right here from comicbook.com. And I want to know what y'all think about this. It says Henry Cavill wants to play Captain Britain in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Universe. What is going on in the world? Henry Cavill would like to play the Captain Britain of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Cavill is known for playing Superman, the Man of Steel, and the DC Extended Universe. However, with his time as the last son of Krypton currently on hold, as Warner Brothers explores other iterations of the character, including Val Zod and another take on Clark Kent, Cavill admits that there is at least one Marvel comic character he'd be happy to portray on the big screen. Cavill is himself British and would love to update Brian Bardock, Marvel's Captain Britain, for audiences the way the MCU has already done with Captain America. Now, are you guys interested in this at all? And, if you are, let me know. And also, guys, if you're watching this via live or in the replay, there is a link down to this article down in the description box for you to read at your own leisure. And before we go back to the article and get your opinions, we got another super chat up in here. Thank you so much for the super chat. You keeping the lights on.
Yes! Yes!
Carlos and Muriel, $5. Is Captain Carter Captain Britain? Those are two different characters. And that is a good question. I don't even think of that, but they are two different characters. Captain Britain, I believe his name is Brian Braddock, and then Captain Carter, that's her name. Captain Carter, Peggy Carter, and so man, that seems like there should be a couple or something. Make some super Captain Britain babies. But thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. And so these are his comments about it. This is what he said. Right here, if I can scroll up. All right. I'm never going to say a Marvel character is already being played by someone else, Cavill tells the Hollywood Reporter when asked about potentially joining the MCU, because everyone's doing such an amazing job. However, I have the internet and I have seen the various rumors about Captain Britain that would be loads of fun to do a cool, modernized version of that, like the way they modernized Captain America. There's something fun about that, and I love being British. And I do love being British, excuse me. And so, there was rumors and stuff that Captain Britain was coming. I mean, we know he's coming. Why would they not do that? I mean, that's just more money. You want to make as many movies and sequels and spinoff as possible. And Eternals, we got Kit Harington playing Dane Whitman, and he's British. And so they're just kind of opening up that door, that window to do this. And so I'm cool with it. ER's grandpa said he's okay as Witcher and the woke. That man can act. And he's spoiled, yeah. I mean, he is a wasted talent as Superman, so I'm happy for him to move on. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. Like, why don't we have Superman sequels with him now? Like, I don't get it. Somebody please let me know. It doesn't make any sense. Although Cavil would be a good fit for the role, I'd rather see someone else as Captain Britain. Yeah, and he would be perfect for the role. Let me show y'all these pictures. And these are fan made. Okay. But they're still doing good. So you got this one right here that I'm using as well. That's not a picture, but where's the one I got? Look at this right here. That looks badass. To me. What y'all think? What do y'all think of that? Let me see what y'all saying. I've been seeing fan art for a minute, right? Henry Cavill is an a-hole, not a nice guy and very tough to work with. How you know? Ridiculous thoughts. I'm just joking. Is that the word on the street though? What y'all think of this picture? Can y'all even hear me anymore? What y'all think of this picture? This one right here though. Now that looks nice. I mean, he does look like he fits the role, you know. So I don't know much about Captain Britain though. I'm not gonna stun on you. I mean, I'll just consider him like the British version of Captain America. Makes sense for me. You know, everybody wants a hero they can call their own. You know, but even though he would knock the role out the park, I would still rather see somebody else do it because he's already Superman, and that's just going to cause too much negative headlines for me. I mean, they're not going to be focused on nothing. Oh, it's Marvel versus DC in this, and the execs mad behind the scenes and blah blah blah. You know, of course it's fake. Yeah, I'm thirsty, Kev. What's good? Yeah, you know, fire. Sonya said it looks good. What's up, Sonya? Thank you for being here. And thank you for being here. Ridiculous thoughts as well. Yeah, looks interesting. If it introduces X-Men in some way, that'd be cool, but not for his own movie. Supporting character may be, but the character doesn't warrant a solo film. Well, maybe not. I don't think the report was saying that. Maybe to him just taking on the role, but it may not warrant a solo film. You may be right, but I still wouldn't mind seeing it. So, you know, y'all let me know what you think of that via live on the replay. You know, if you're down with Henry Cavill taking on the role of Captain Britain in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or do you think they should just chill on that and you know, just focus on him doing Superman stuff and get that rolling? So let me know. And I accidentally closed out the article to my next topic, so let me try to pull it back up. And this is going to be the fourth topic of the day. This is a trip, y'all. I got to get y'all's opinion on this. You're going to get mine, and I got to get y'all's as well. So go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you're watching the video. We got 98 people. Finna cross, 96. Finna cross the threshold for 100. 96 on YouTube, 2 on Facebook. Can we break 200 tonight? Let's see if we can break 200 eyes on the stream. Only way that can happen, guys, is if you're leaving comments and you leaving thumbs up, and hopefully this will put you in the mood. All right. Moving on to the fourth topic of the day. We got this from comingsoon.net. Vin Diesel asked Dwayne Johnson to appear in Fast 10. You must show up. Wow. Wow. And guys, we are at 100 people watching right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think that's the first time I've had 100 by myself. So thank you so much for being, all you guys for being here. I do appreciate it. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And if you're watching this via live or on the replay, there's a link down to this article down in the description box for you to read at your own leisure. But this is a trip, man. These two been beefing at it for a minute. The Rock then already came out talking about, I'm done. You trash. You unprofessional. You garbage. I don't want to F with you no more, bro. You're a whiny baby. Blah 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 blah. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. And I've been agreeing with Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, for the most part. Before we go on, I gotta address my boy Kev in here. Dropping super chats and stuff like that, my brother.
What money reside? What a money reside? What a money reside? What a money reside?
Yes, Kev. Thank you for the $10 super chat, my brother. Y'all show this brother some love. Thank you, man. If y'all want to show me some love, show me some love. I appreciate you showing me some love too. Real talk. That means a lot. So thank you so much for the $10 super chat, good sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Melissa said, these two. What is going on? This battle of the biracials. You stupid as hell. Oh, you crazy. That's funny. Dwayne is unbothered. Y'all are crazy. Battle of the Africans. Says Africans offensive? Let me know. If you're a African out there, let me know if that's offensive. I mean, I say it out of love, but let me know. I'm not trolling. I'm serious. But going back to the article, man, Vin Diesel asked this dude to show up. So it's not, it's no secret that they've been beefing. Let me just go ahead and go to the quote. This y'all know what's up. Y'all know what's up. So let me try to zoom in on this just a little bit. All right, here we go. Hold on. I'll zoom out. My little brother Dwayne, the time has come, wrote Diesel on Instagram. The world awaits the finale of Fast 10. As you know, my children refer to you as Uncle Dwayne in my house. There is not a holiday that goes by that they and you don't send well wishes. But the time has come. Legacy awaits. I told you years ago that I was going to fulfill my promise to Pablo. That's messed up right there. You're talking about Paul. I swore that we will reach and manifest the best fast in the finale that is 10. And I say this out of love, but you must show up. Do not leave the franchise idle. You have a very important role to play. Hobbs can't be played by no other. I hope that you rise to the occasion and fulfill your destiny. This dude is trying to sound like the Oracle and stuff, talking about fulfill your destiny. And man, like, you bringing up your kids, you bringing up Paul Walker, deceased Paul Walker. Oh, he is calling Dwayne Johnson out. But before we move on, man, ridiculous thoughts. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat, the dub. And you know what we got to do when we get the dub. I mean, my goodness gracious, where is it at? Where's it at? Oh man, now I'm not stopping till we I gotta get the dub. Where the dub at? Here we go. Ridiculous thoughts. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I really do appreciate you supporting the channel on that level. A lot of male divas in the fast cast, from The Rock to Vin to Reese Gibson. Yeah, it seems like it. I don't know. I don't know if I would go that far as calling the Rock a diva, maybe, because he's handled himself well. It's funny you saying Reese Gibson, because the dude be crying a lot. It seems like with it being unwarranted, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not in this man's shoes, but yeah. Thank you so much for the super chat, ridiculous thoughts. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Let's see here. Battle of the other couple brothers. Y'all crazy. Let's see here. What y'all saying? Reese, y'all crazy. But yeah, this is thought off. I mean, do y'all think this is? Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think this is genuine? Do y'all think this whole thing a farce? Like, do y'all really think that they are beefing, or do you think it's just a way to gain attention, to hype up the last thing in the movie, and they really just playing this for a fool, for a fiddle? They could be doing that, and if so, it's genius, because we're talking about it, or at least I am. Y'all here, their name is staying into in the circulation of news. You know, this is good publicity for the movie, for the film. Whether Dwayne comes back or not, you know, it's going to hype up the film, and if he doesn't, it's going to make his movies better or put more spotlight on him. I talked about it last week. He talking about he want the Hobbs and Shaw to be the antithesis of the Fast and the Furious franchise. You know, ER's grandpa. If it's for publicity, it's working. Right on. You know what I'm saying? What more do you want from me? Hey, you know, he probably just going through it, you know. But who y'all with on this? Y'all team Vin Diesel, y'all team Dwayne Johnson, The Rock? Who y'all got in this fight? Do y'all think it's real? Do y'all think y'all think it's messed up that Vin Diesel called him out like this? And he can be like, I tried. It's on him now. The ball's in Dwayne's court. You know, he bring up his kids and stuff. What do y'all think about this? Let me know down in the description box below, because I am curious. But let's go ahead and move on to topic number 5. Topic number 5. And this one right here was pretty popular as well. I was late to the party on this one, but I'd rather be late than never show up. And I hope we do get a sequel to this show. It was the most successful show on Netflix ever. And I have the report right here from the Hollywood Reporter about Squid Game. Creator confirms plans for season 2. It will happen. I do have a basic storyline. It's all in my head. I'm currently in the brainstorming stage, Hwang Dong-hyuk told the Hollywood Reporter. And guys, if you are watching this via live on the replay, there is a link down to this article down in the description box for you to read at your own leisure. And wait a minute, do I have another 1 second? I do. Another super chat, super sticker from Terry Von Trail, $9.99. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the channel like that. Thank you. Yes! I sure do appreciate it. Thank you. But going back to the article here by Chris Gardner, it only took 17 days after its debut for 111 million fans to binge this thing. So everybody knows how popular it is. And this is the writer right here. When director Hwang was the first to admit that many of the conversations he's having since arriving in Los Angeles, particularly with the press, have been centered on the same query of when season 2 is coming. So this is what he said. I do have a basic storyline for season 2. It's all in my head, and I'm currently in the brainstorming stage, the writer told the Hollywood Reporter. It will happen someday, but as for now, I cannot tell you all the details. That makes sense. And so it just goes on to talk about the show. Fans went wild for the series, and Hong told the THR, the Hollywood Reporter, he felt the pressure for another season long before he arrived in Los Angeles. There was a lot of pressure for season 2, even when I was in Korea. So I have felt the pressure for a long time. We get on YouTube and we see people that have already written season 2 and season 3 for us. He explained with a laugh. Coming here and really seeing how well received the show is and how much the fans want it, I've been getting the same question by the press as well. Though he will not offer details, he did tease one general theme. What I can say is that Ji-hoon is going to be back, and he will do something for the world. Hearing the big plans for his character, Lee said there's no secret to not spoiling what's to come because I don't even know what's going to happen. And surely the plans came up sometime over the weekend as Ted Sarandos, that's the CEO or co-CEO, well, Netflix's co-chief executive officer, and chief content officer, invited Squid Game's cast and creator to share a meal. Ted Sarandos warmly welcomed us to his home and provided us a wonderful, amazing dinner, Hwang noted, so we really enjoyed that. And so again, guys, this is from the Hollywood Reporter. We're most likely going to get a season 2 for Squid Game. If you liked it, it is on Netflix. Strictly Starlight, what you got on your trigger fingers on the keyboard? What? I like the storyline of Squid Game. Me too. I did too. It's a good show. It really was. Was it actually good, or is it just a thing? I think it was good. I liked it. Squid Game is fire. Yeah. I haven't watched season 1. You get on it, it's good. It's really good. I liked it. It's a good show. It's a really good show. You know, it's about teamwork and trust and a whole bunch of crazy stuff. I mean, look at all the colors. It looks like a child's plaything or something. But no, if you ain't seen it, I definitely think you should check it out. It is violent, so if you're not into violence, I'd probably stay away. But if you don't mind that type of thing, then get on it. Some folks only hating on it to be contrarian. Yes, this is true, Nino Black. This is true. I do agree with that. Big time. Oh my goodness. Shy D, my husband, Rico Morehouse, and I are fans. Hold on. Thank you so much for the dub super chat. You know what I got to do for the dubs. You know what I got to do for the dubs. Shy D, thank you so much. I do appreciate it, man. Thank you. Let's see here. Let me get this off the thing. My husband, Rico Morehouse, thank you for being here, and our fans, we wish you continued success. Side note, why can't I send 20? What's up with you taking your penny? I don't know. That's weird. But thank you so much. I do appreciate the super chat. And since you brought it up, just FYI, guys, if you do send a super chat, YouTube gets 30% of it. So just that, 30% of that $19.99 goes to YouTube. I get the rest. However, if you do send a super chat, I get all of that. And I'm trying to work on the way to where if you do send a super chat, I can pull up comments like that too. But that's on the other program, the other platform. But Shy D, thank you so much for the super chat, ma'am. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Let's see here. Thank you for being here, Sonia Peach. It was good. It was very emotional. Yes, it was. The series was cool. Lots of symbolism. Yeah, it was a lot. What show dropped this year was better? I'm not sure. And that's a good question. Mecca. What's up, girl? This is a Mecca. I can never say her name. Emeka and Iwanu. I give up. I'm just gonna say Mecca. But thank you, ma'am, so much for being here. It's really good. Will probably be even better with more accurate subtitles. Yes, I did hear about that. I did hear that they butchered the subtitles really bad. Also, guys, there's a link to her information down in the description box of this video. She has an outlet, Black Collective Reviews, where she has she compiles all of the I cannot talk. She has a compilation of all reviews for Black creators, Black writers, Black pundits, etc. And that is in the description box of this video. So y'all make sure y'all go and check that out. And 1 second, real quick. Black Media Review Collective. My goodness gracious, she's gonna slip my throat because I knew I butchered the name. Black Media Review Collective. Black Media Review Collective. My bad. But y'all make sure y'all show the sister some love. Thank you so much for being here, Mecca. All right. I'm not really into violence, even though I rap about violence, but I still can't watch stuff. I look away if it's too graphic. Really? That is interesting. You not into violence, but you rap about violence. That is interesting. That is interesting. I gotta that's okay. Well, give it a try. You know, if you don't like it, just don't watch it no more. But that's interesting. That's interesting. So but I'm here for it, y'all. I am here for it. I really did enjoy the season. It wasn't, I was gonna say it wasn't perfect. I that's true, but uh, I'm here for it, and I hope it's successful. And I can only imagine the amount of pressure that this dude is having, to deliver the goods on season 2. So yeah, make sure y'all let me know what y'all think about that below in the comment section. And again, there is a link to the article down in the description box below for you all to read at your own leisure. But let's go ahead and move on to the next topic of the day. The next topic of the day having to do with these Eternals. These good old Eternals. Did y'all like the Eternals? This is topic number 6 right here. And I have this report right here from the Hollywood Reporter as well. And it says Eternals writer wished for a Disney Plus prequel. Who wants a prequel to the Eternals? Y'all let me know. Did y'all like the movie? Eternals writer wished for a Disney Plus prequel. Ryan and Katz Furpo, the writers, reflect on their Marvel journey, the big twist that was baked into the story early on, and look forward to the next project, the Motor City Girls. And guys, remember, if you're watching this via live on the replay, there's a link down to this article down in the description box for you to read at your own leisure. Also, we have 110 people watching on YouTube, 2 people watching on Facebook. So go ahead and give me the thumbs up. How many thumbs up do we have right now? We got 102 thumbs up. That's what's up right there. Thumbs up party. Yeah, I will say y'all hit the thumbs up, but y'all are doing that right now. So thank you, thank you, thank you. But going back to the article right here, their names are Farpo, the writers, Ryan and Katz Farpo, right? And I just want to go down here to this this first quote that they have. As development went on, the Furpos had the rare good fortune to write for specific actors that as they were cast. Among them was Camille Nanjiani, whom the actor pictured for Kingo, only to be told that was unlikely. Nanjiani might be taking a different role in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. They also wrote Marvel's first same-gender relationship between Fastos and his husband, Ben, a significant milestone for the studio. It was never mandated from on high, says Katz Furpo, who was raised by 2 women. It was very normal for me. That normalcy, that completely unremarkable nuance of everyday life was something I wanted to really reflect on from the beginning. And I think I missed a quote. I could be wrong. Along the way, including heartbreak involving Icarus. Yeah, I think I did miss a quote. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Or maybe I didn't. Okay, I'm tripping. My bad. Along the way, Furpos fleshed out some of the big swings for the film, including a heartbreaking twist involving Icarus, played by Richard Madden, and Ajax and Hayek. It's the foundation of the story. Really, it's the twist at the impetus of everything, tells the Hollywood Reporter. And so, here's a part I was trying to read. In Eternals prequel show on Disney Plus, though they know at this stage is something they've only joked about. Go back and do a Kingo episode in the 1890s Mumbai, where he's juggling his life as a movie star, dealing with Gandhi's peaceful dissolution of the British Empire in India, says Kaz Furpo. There's an episode with Thena where she's in Greece. I would love to make that show. Now, now this is a kind of a lengthy article here, the interview. Of course, we're not going to go through everything. Like I was saying before, there's a link to it down in the description box below. But how are y'all feeling about this? Are y'all down? Are y'all cool with this? Do y'all want to see this? Let me know. Let me know. Got another super chat from Blurred Forever. What is that? 25 pounds? I don't know. But thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it.
What a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside.
And Eternals prequel will be a great idea. In fact, I'm going to watch Eternals again tomorrow already. But Blur Forever, Black Nerd Forever, thank you so much for the super chat. I really, 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 really do appreciate it. Let me make sure I didn't miss any other ones. I don't think I did, but okay, no, I didn't. Let me go all the way back down just to make sure. And I'm missing all these lovely comments too. But Blur Forever, thank you. Them returners, including the black one, was doing slavery. They should have never introduced them into the films. Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think about that myself till after the fact. I wasn't feeling run on none of it, man. My favorite things was the end scenes, but it was absolutely foul not for them for not showing Blade. How was it foul for them not showing Blade? It wasn't a Blade movie. I don't agree with that at all. But thank you for the comment. In the comics, Fastos looked more like Luke Cage than Carl Winslow. Family Matters. Also, Sprite was a boy in the comics. Yeah, I don't know nothing about the Eternals like that, but I hear you. So, do y'all want to see an Eternals prequel? Let me know. And also, did you enjoy the film? Let me see. I know I missed a lot of comments. I didn't like Fastos or Ajax. Eternals was good, not great. Eternals was great. It's just a reflection of the comics. Not so many like the Eternals, regardless. Yeah. Yeah. I know. But Eternals. 119 people watching on YouTube. That's what's up. So y'all let me know down in the comment section below if you are, interested in the Eternals and everything that they got going on. And if you want to prequel, I'm cool with it. I'm definitely cool with it because it's so much story that they can tell that I know they haven't even scratched the surface with. That was a lot of characters. So yeah. And let's see, real quick, it's not doing the best on Rotten Tomatoes. Still 46% at 336 reviews, but 80% with 5,000 audience. That's what it's looking like at the box office right there too. So I don't know, y'all. Y'all let me know what you think. What do you think? What do you think? But let's go ahead and move on to the seventh topic. Is this the seventh topic of the day? Yeah, this is this topic number 7. We got 5 more after this. We got a lot of topics, y'all. And I got this report right here from Insider. MoviePass co-founder Stacy Spikes has bought the company back and is planning a relaunch. What? Beep, 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 beep. Yeah. Stacy Spikes has bought it back. This is nice. It's from the Insider. MoviePass, the movie ticket subscription service that became a sensation in the summer of 2017 before collapsing its epic fashion, is coming back. MoviePass co-founder Stacy Spikes was granted ownership of the company by Southern District of New York bankruptcy court judge who approved the sale on Monday, according to court documents reviewed by Insider. The financial transaction took place on Wednesday. Spike had placed a bid of an undisclosed amount to the trustee handling the bankruptcy, and I guess he got it. I can confirm that we acquired MoviePass out of a bankruptcy on Wednesday. Spike said in a statement to Insider, "We are thrilled to have it back and are exploring the possibility of relaunching soon. Our pursuit to reclaim the brand was encouraged by the continued interest from the movie-going community. We believe if done properly, theatrical subscription can play an instrumental role in lifting movie-going audiences to new heights." Oh, the ad was coming through my headphones. I was like, what is that noise? Sorry. So there you go right there. He got it for this is Stacy Spikes right here. Black dude. I didn't know this at first, but I'm definitely gonna be supporting now. I gotta support my brother. He got it for 250K. And so that's what's up. It's coming back. Did y'all use MoviePass? Let me know. What's up, James? MoviePass needs to be like a tree and leave. AMC's service is much better too. Already, man. If you want to jump in, let me know. Or is it make like a tree and leave? Already, y'all shout out. James is y'all show James some love. He's in the description of my videos as well. Also on my channel tab. So y'all he right there. Real James. Show him some love. Show him some love. I remember MoviePass. I knew it. I'm going to support already. As much as I watch movies, I never had it and probably still won't have it. Yeah, the same here. I didn't use it. I didn't use it myself. So, but let me get the opinion of somebody else real quick. Seems like it's been a minute, but I'm happy to bring them in right now. Y'all know who it is. It's my boy, the living legend, Larry. What is good, my brother? How you doing, sir? What's up?
Oh man, I'm doing good, man. Yeah, I think this is a terrible time for him to bring back MoviePass.
Really? Why? Why is that?
Because nobody's trying to go to the movies.
Oh yeah.
There's 3 people trying to go to the movies. You,
who is it?
E-Man, and Lamont.
Okay. Well, that's enough. Well, let's go ahead and hear from Lamont too, man. What's going on, my brother? Welcome to the show, man.
What's up?
What's up, man? What's up? How you doing, sir?
Good, man. How you fellas doing?
Pretty good, man. Pretty
Hanging
good.
in. You know what it is, though. I think for real. With we were just about to jump into this MoviePass thing, Lamont. I was going to say, I think what he really could do is if they worked out some sort of like pass, like I was talking about before, where you could pay a certain amount, like you do with MoviePass, like you used to do with MoviePass. Instead of having to go to the movies, you can just watch them. You can stream those movies at home. That would work.
I'm cool with
it. Is he connected to anybody that can do that though, or is he going to try to create his own streaming platform?
I have no idea. I don't know if it says anything down here like that.
From what I read yesterday when we was talking about it, it's just basically talking about him recreating MoviePass and finding the correct fee and allowing people to go to the movies. He's not going to do it again where you can go every day. He done took that out.
Oh, really?
It's not going to be an everyday thing. It's going to be somewhere where you get to do multiple days in a week, but not every day. Which that can still work, y'all. Trust me, that can still work because they say the average, not people like me, you, Larry, E-Man, people that do this for a living, but the statistics said the average movie goer goes to the movie 1 time a month.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's great for the MoviePass people because you get them sort of like in the gym model. They sign up for a subscription and then they don't use it.
Right.
Yeah. Or it's going to encourage some people to use it. Some people might be like, you know what? I'm going to go to the movie every week. But here's the problem. With so many streaming, with such great content on streaming and everybody creating a streaming apparatus. I mean, fellas, we didn't have this many streaming apparatuses 5 years ago. We've got Paramount is out there now trying to do big things. Mm-hmm. You've got Netflix, traditional. You still got your HBO, your Stars. Now you got Disney Plus in the game. You got all these streaming apparatuses. Is there behavior? This is what I asked you. Is there going to be enough quality movies to go around to entice people to even buy MoviePass? That's what I want to know.
That's a good question, man. Unfortunately, I don't think so.
I don't either.
No.
I don't either. I don't either. Which would lend you to want to follow Larry's idea. Have a thing where you can go to the movie, but be connected to some kind of a streaming service. And I told you guys like 6 months ago, Netflix is already working on this. And we talked a little bit about it last night. Netflix is working on this where they're going to start buying theaters and having movies in theaters and on their streaming platform. So
we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how it plays out.
See, when I talked about that, like, I don't know how many months ago, I got laughed off the channel.
Really?
When was this? Because I was agreeing with some. I was
talking about B. I was talking about B when I was talking about this months ago. B.
You said Netflix buying theaters?
You need to get that hate out your whore.
Nah.
God,
no hate over here. I'm just I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I know you love the theaters, B, but I truly believe that technology marches forward regardless of what you like and what you want to see it do. It's going to keep marching forward, and streaming is becoming the way of it's currently the way that most people consume their content now. And it's going to continue to be the way that people consume it, and even more so. And it's gotten to be a much more pleasant experience at home, because now you don't have, you're not watching something on some little, 25-inch TV. You're watching stuff on big 75-inch TV screens, and anybody, you can have somebody that's broke on unemployment that can go to Walmart and buy a 50-inch TV for $199. So, I mean, everybody can afford them now. And
I'm not saying that streaming isn't the future. I'm just saying that movie theaters aren't going away.
No, they're not going away. But here is something that's going to wind up. I don't know if the movie theaters are trying to get in front of this. They should. But the next phase of movies, my fellas, is the metaverse. And let me give you the example. I started to bring this up last night, but we kind of got off sidetrack here. Both of you guys are familiar with Roblox, correct? The gaming app that kids can build their own worlds. It was your first rendition of the metaverse.
You mean that little stock that we tried to tell everybody to buy back on IPO day, and then it went and hit over $100?
Yeah, I'm talking about them.
That little one?
That little one. Did you guys know that they have already had 3 metaverse concerts? 3. They had 3. Yeah. Now, let me just tell you the most popular one. In their metaverse concert, they did a Lil Nas X concert. Fellas, 30 million people worldwide paid $100 to see him in their metaverse at a concert.
Wow.
That's crazy. Now, I have been to a metaverse concert, and what's that doggone game? I used to play with my nephew all the time.
The dancing game? The dancing game?
Nah, it's a shooter game, but
Call of Duty?
Nah. Oh man, I gotta look it up now.
Okay.
But they had a number of concerts in there, and they were dope. I was like, I mean, it was dope. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I only showed up there because my nephew was like, come check it out, and I had a good time. So
right on.
I gotta look it up and see what it is. It's that game that got banned out of Apple's App Store when they tried to go circumvent Apple's in-app purchases, and then they ended up suing them. I can't think of the Fortnite. There it is. Comic Court put it in Comic Court, put it in there. Yeah. Fortnite. So I think Real James put it in there too. But Fortnite, they've had a number of those concerts in there, and they're actually a lot of fun.
They are, man. And then they even had where you could upcharge, have your avatar on screen with the performers they had in these metaverse concerts. That's going to be the future of movies. And if a theater can figure out a way to monetize that, man, that's where they're going to have to go.
Ridiculous Scott said it was Travis Scott that was there in Fortnite. That's who I saw, and it was off the chain, man.
Let me grab a super chat real quick. But Islamic's Way Live, $5 super chat. Thank you so much.
Yes! Yes!
Right on for keeping a live channel with real objective opinions. Keep up the good work, my brothers. Thank you so much, Islamic Way Live. We do
So I'm
appreciate
curious,
it.
B,
Thank
because
you.
I know how much you love the theaters. I want to know what you think is the healthy balance. Because I know you often say that you don't believe that people can put stuff out day and date and make money. I think there's a business model there that's waiting to be exploited. Maybe no one is perfected yet, but I want to know what you think is sort of a healthy balance for the industry, and that benefits the theaters, the studios, and the artist.
Clarification. You said I don't feel that you can do day and date and make money. I don't feel you can do that with large productions and make money. You can do day and date with smaller productions, 10, 50, 25, $80 million maybe. But if it's 100, 150, 200, that's what I don't think, you can make money for a number of reasons. But a happy medium, I mean, give me an example.
I'll give you an example. Okay. Here's a happy medium for me. You have a large budget movie, like an MCU movie, similar to what you're talking about, B. Avery. You have a large budget movie. At best, if you go to the theater to see it, let's say you take your whole family and you go to a night movie. Let's say it's 5 people in your family.
Mhm.
Let's say that you're going to pay $75 for that family of 5 just to see the movie. That's just the tickets. Let's just say that. For me, here would be a good scenario. If people really want to see the large budget movies, you have it in theaters and charge $75 to stream it. Everybody gets paid, and the people that want to stay home have a choice. That way, you're letting the free market take control. But here's the catch: do you think a lot of people is going to be willing to either pay the $75 to see it at home and have it for 2 weeks, or go to the movie theater and see it once?
If you have a family of 5 people, then yeah.
Okay.
But
See,
if you have just like 2 or 3 people or 2 people, they're not going to want to pay $75 for that. So I don't know how that will work over the whole the scale of the population.
Some people
ahead.
that don't want to go to the movie theater right now would for the right movie. But 75 is a bit pricey. But I said all that to say, find a price point that is more than what it would cost to go to the movie theater, but not $75, maybe $50 at best. Some price point where you're going to pay the premium to stay home and see the movie, versus you going out to see the movie.
It depends on the title.
Right.
See, I think this is where some of the theaters are going wrong, or the studios are going wrong. Like when I think Disney Plus went wrong when they came out and set that price point at $29.99 or $30 basically to stream, like Mulan and
but I
Jungle
thought they
Book
did.
and all.
I thought they may turn some numbers with that one.
I think they did make some numbers with it, but I still think they went wrong by charging that much money. I think that for me, I think the sweet point is about $19.99. I think when you go for $19.99 to watch that movie, then it becomes a thing where you can say, okay, if it's just me at home with me and my girlfriend or me and my wife or me and my roommate, or even if it's just you by yourself at $19.99, most people will say, okay, I can deal with that. If I had to go to the movies, I'd have to pay probably, anywhere between $10 and $15 for the ticket, buy some gas money, maybe you get something to eat. Most people, I think, can say, okay, even though I don't want to spend a whole $20 just to sit by myself and watch it, I'll do it because I want to see the movie and I don't have to leave my house. But I think when you raise that another $10 and go to $30, there is a mental threshold that a lot of people just aren't willing to cross. And I think that's when you hit it. And I think if they dropped it down to $20, I think a lot of people would say, okay, I'm in it. I can do $20.
But what do you do about the people that have the watch parties when they have 4, 5, 6 people come over, and you have 6 people getting the movie for $20 instead of paying $10 each, and it'll be $60 or $70 at the theater? That's what I mean.
There's always going to be that. What do you do about the people that pay that? What do you do about the group of friends that buy one ticket and then the kid goes to the exit and pushes and leaves the exit door open so everybody can come in?
Come on, that is far less likely than people having watch parties.
I probably saw half my movies that way.
Larry, that's we're talking millions of dollars. They probably lose a few $1,000s, from that, opposed to
right. But do you think everybody's gonna sit around and say, okay, let's get together and have a watch party so that we can watch the new Shang-Chi or the new?
Yeah,
I don't think people are gonna. I don't think there's gonna be that many watch parties. I think you may lose some money if you're thinking about like, okay, here's a family of 4. And it's only going to cost them $20 to stay at home. But then you have to also remember, too, that, one, if you have more people willing to watch at that $20 price point, you're making more money. Because, yeah, maybe these people would have said, we can't afford to go because we can't afford to take all 4 kids to the theater, all 3 kids and plus 2 of us. So we can't afford 5 people to go to the theater. But $20, we can watch that at home. So you get a lot of other people that you may not have reached with it in the theaters. And on top of that, we can't forget there's no revenue sharing when Disney Plus or HBO Max or any of these other people put it on their streaming platform. They don't have to share 50, 60, 30, 40%, whatever it is that they have, whatever agreements they have for those movies. They don't have to share that with the theaters. It's all theirs. So they don't need as many people. They don't need the price point to be as high to still make their money.
Right on.
I disagree with that.
Well,
because the theater, there's a back line for the theaters, and $19 or $20 ain't gonna do it. It's not gonna do it because when the big budget films come out, you for the consumer, yeah, it works, but for the business, that price point ain't gonna work.
I mean, but Lamont, it becomes at that point it becomes about volume. It becomes about getting as many people to pay for it and watch it at home. Here's an example. Back when music streaming started, Metallica came out with an album and they released it on digital, and it was through their website or something. They said you can pay what you want. It was a pay what you want. You can go in there and you can set the price to $0 and just get the album for free if you want it, or you can set it to $100,000 and you can pay $100,000. You can pay whatever you want. They said the average price that was paid for that album, I think, was somewhere around $5.80 that people ended up paying. But they said they made more money off of that album than they have for any other album that they have produced for their entire time together as a group. And the price point was only at like $5 and something because they didn't have to have any revenue sharing. It was all theirs.
Right. But the movie theaters have and the studios have revenue sharing, and the object is not to kill the theater. The object is to give more options to see the content and still be able to make your money, which is why I'm arguing there's got to be a sweet spot that's not $50, but it can't be 19 either. Somewhere in between there.
But they only have to revenue share the theater funds, right?
Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic, though. If y'all don't mind, because I still got like 5 more to go. But this is topic number 8 right here, 8 of 12. Very, very popular film on Netflix right now. I hope both of y'all have seen it, because if not, you're missing out. But that's with The Harder They Fall. I have this report right here from Revolt. And it says The Harder They Fall director explains why the N-word wasn't used in the movie's script. And trust me, to be honest with you, that's something I didn't even notice until I came across this article. So that's interesting right there. But if you're watching this via live or on the replay, there's a link down to this article down in the description box for you to read at your own leisure. And it goes on to say, just because it's a period piece, stop calling us niggas. Director James Samuel told Essence. And that is James Samuel to the right and Jay-Z to the left. The Harder They Fall, the Jay-Z produced Black Western, was released in theaters and on Netflix Wednesday, November 3rd, and is getting rave reviews. The movie, which features Regina King as the treacherous Trudy and Idris Elba as Rufus Book, is a period piece that details a fictional encounter by real black cowboys who actually existed. In a recent interview with Essence, director James Samuel explained why he chose not to have characters say nigga in the film. Just because it's a period piece, stop calling us niggas, Samuel told Outlet. It doesn't give you license to call us niggas 100 times. Just because the word takes place in the 1800s shouldn't give you license to make a woman subservient. When Nat Love says to Trudy Smith, "Where's your boss?" She goes, "Boss? Ain't no subservience in this film. We're kings and queens on horseback." The director, who came up with the idea of the film over a decade ago, said despite Hollywood's negative portrayals of darker-skinned black people, he never played into complexionism.
What?
Larry,
what? Zazie Beetz, Stagecoach Mary. What?
I'm gonna come to you, but Larry, I'm gonna come to Larry first. Larry, what do you make of these comments? What do you think about him not wanting to use the N-word in his film, The Harder They Fall?
Well, my first thought when I saw this, because you sent this out to us earlier, my first thought was, why does he need to explain why he's not using this word? Like, why is this a conversation? Why is this even an article?
Right.
Why do you have to go and explain why you're not using this word? That's the idea that this word wasn't used, and therefore someone needs to come and ask him, wait a minute, why didn't you use this word? Mm-hmm. I mean, it seems it's clearly the dude's up there just bitch slapping Quentin Tarantino all over this, all over his quotes, talking about you don't have to use the word niggas 100 times, because I think it was with the Hateful Eight or whatever it was that somebody counted it. It was some
Django,
huh?
I think it was Django. Or
no, I'm thinking of the other one, the one with they all met up in that
cavern,
that saloon in the middle of that snowstorm.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, they counted it. It was like, I forgot, it was like a couple hundred times or something they had used it, and it was just it was obscene, and it was so bad that people took notice of how many times the word was used. And anyways, it was just the idea that a filmmaker has to sit there and try to explain why that question's even asked. It's really sort of a sad commentary of our society and the way things are. But I hope that more black folks that are writers look at this and recognize you don't have to use that word to have a good story or to have good dialogue, to emphasize your points. You don't need that. I mean, I was just driving home today. I went to go get something to eat, and I was driving home, and I was listening to Rakim on the way home, and I was like, Rakim is one of the flyest lyricists on the planet, never cursed in his music, never used the N-word. And people always think of Rakim as one of the hardest dudes on the planet, never cursed in his music. You can play all his songs on Kiss FM if you want to, because it's all radio friendly, you know? But dude, story, you don't have to use that language. You just don't have to.
All right, well, before I come to you, Lamont, I just want to keep reading a little bit. Black people in the Old West, we never been in the Old West and for a Technicolor swag. Not like this. Obviously, we've been portrayals of black people in Old Western cinema before, but not like this. So without retreading any other musical tropes, I needed to make a statement musically. He continued, this is Jay-Z talking. I realized that Dub, which I grew up on, my parents on the West Indian African. No, actually, this is still the director. That even West African music, like Fela, is very cowboy in its aesthetic. So I got Barrington Levy to sing out the actual score, then call Fisk Jubilee singers from Fisk University in Nashville, Tennessee. But yeah, what do you make about all this, Lamont? I know you just spoke about the Zazie Beetz thing and he said complexionism, but what are your thoughts, sir?
I'm offended that this is brought up too, just simply because you said it best, B. Avery. You didn't even think about the word being used because the movie was so good. So why are y'all going back asking this band about the N-word when the movie rocked? It didn't need to be in the movie. The movie had great substance. The swag in the movie was great. The soundtrack was great. The score, excuse me. It didn't need it. And
yeah,
maybe he was replying to what someone asked him, but I would love to know what was your motivation in asking why we need to use the N-word in something that didn't even need it.
Let me make sure I understand what y'all are saying. Are y'all more frustrated with him, the director, or the interviewer?
I'm frustrated with the interviewer.
Okay.
I'm perfectly fine. As a matter of fact, I will say this: for the director to have that stance and to still have a hit movie shows just how creative he is. Because oftentimes people use cuss words, derogatory statements as a way to provide entertainment to whatever you're doing in your content. He didn't have to do any of that and still put out an instant classic banger. Now, the only thing I take opposition to was the colorism part. You know that you looked up what some of these people looked like back in the day. And Stagecoach Mary was definitely more of my complexion than Zazie Beetz. Having said that, he did make sure he included every chocolate post-Nino Brown Negro he could find.
Right.
So maybe that's where the balance was at.
And that's actually the next topic right there. So that is a good segue.
Okay.
You talked about Zazie Beetz. This is literally the next topic. So this is topic number 8 right here. I have this report from Atlanta Black Star. I understand the privilege that I have. Zazie Beetz explains why she felt it was appropriate to take the harder they fall role despite colorism backlash. Again, guys, if you'll watch this via live on the replay, there is a link down to this article down in the description for you to read at your own leisure. And so Netflix is highly anticipated the harder they fall. Okay, I don't want to read that. Y'all know what's up. Of course, that's Zazie Beetz. I'm trying to get to her quote. The German American actress is mainly known for her role in FX show. Okay, that's not the quote. Where's the quote at? I know she has a quote because I read it and it was dope. That's why I want this to be a topic. Okay. The actress finally spoke out on November 7th about her critics' opinions to the UK newspaper, The Times, and she's making it clear that the issues of colorism and accepting this role are not something she takes lightly. This is something that I think about a lot and consider when contemplating any role that I take, Beetz said. I understand the privilege that I have as a light-skinned woman, and it's always on my mind. I have multiple times turned down roles because I felt I wasn't the correct choice for the character. At the time when I read the script, almost the other cast members had already signed on. The 30-year-old said the fictional foundation of the script is what made her feel more comfortable in portraying someone like Stagecoach Mary. I could see that the characters were largely based on fiction and not truly on their historical counterparts, and that's none of the characters actually bore much physical likeness to the actors that played them. I saw it was a wonderful opportunity to explore an iconic genre, the spaghetti western, and make it something new. And so, to be honest with you, well, let me keep going. Being of mixed race, B said, I struggle with in terms of not feeling like I'm either identified fully. She added that she has questioned, am I not black enough? Before I was her mother's reassurance that gave her the confidence in her identity. She taught me that my existence doesn't have to be validated by anybody. I am black enough because I am black. Now I can keep going, but James, he had something to say as well. I'm going to come back to. I forgot who's next. Is it Larry? Well, I'll go first. A lot of people are upset about this. A lot of people, when I talked about her a couple of weeks ago, somebody left a comment on my video. Why are you having this pointless conversation? It's causing division. I disagree wholeheartedly. I don't know how having a conversation is making you divide with somebody else. But I personally didn't. I understand the backlash, but it didn't bother me initially because what the hell? Hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on, y'all. There's an ad that just started playing in my ear, and it scared the hell out of me. Sorry. Because I knew that these characters, I knew the depiction of this movie, like it was fiction. I knew the characters was real, but I knew the whole story was fiction. So I just didn't go in, taking this like a serious biopic. So I was just never really offended by that. But Lamont, or who want to go first?
Doesn't matter to me.
Lamont, how you feeling about all this?
This is a classic situation where you can't be mad at the player. You got to be mad at the game. They offered her the role. She took it. Now, within that statement, she did mention several times that she is aware of the issues we suffer as Black Americans dealing with colorism, and that she has turned down roles. And she decided to usurp that normal form of behavior by saying this was depicted in a more fictional way. However, even though it was depicted in a more fictional way, the characters they were depicting were still, some of, at least Stagecoach Mary, was still real. And so you had people upset that was darker skin tone, people that was a little larger women. And the reason why people are upset about this in the first place is because this has just been a whitewashing Hollywood has been doing in the community for years, when they are the ones who can control who gets the role, who doesn't. So it's a situation where you maybe you can give her some of the blame because she's openly admitted she's aware of this issue and she's turned down roles before. But more so, I think we've got to be mad at the people that that cast these individuals that don't depict the characters they play. And dare I say, and I'm going to say it, everybody had a wonderful performance in this role except for one person.
Who was that?
Zazie Beetz.
Really?
She's out of everybody that played in this thing, she was on the bottom of my list. Her performance kind of, I don't want to say she melded in. I don't want to say she had a lot on her mind, but out of all the performances, hers was the most lackluster for me.
Wow. Okay. Larry, what you got?
Yeah, man, I have to say this whole thing about I was more comfortable with it because it was a fictionalized thing. It was still, it was still a real person. It was still depicting a real person. Every movie you make is a fictionalized portrayal. Mm-hmm. Even if you try and make it real, it's all fiction. Everything, you're not making documentaries when you make these movies, so it's all fiction. So that's just sort of a bogus excuse. And it's one of those things that really bothers me because I don't see this happening in the reverse. I don't see actresses that look like Lupita getting cast to play Sally Hemings. We don't see that. But we will see someone like Journey Smollett that may get cast to play Stagecoach Mary or Rosa Parks or somebody. The point is, if there are Black folks out there that are dark skinned, there are Black skinned people, there are Black people out there that are light skinned, there are Black people that are every shade in between, and there's enough talent out there. There's enough good talent that you can try and match actual looks. Could you imagine how like we just talked about yesterday on Lamont's channel, the casting of what's her name?
Viola Davis
to play Michelle Obama. Could you imagine if they tried to put Halle Berry in that role? Could you imagine how ridiculous that would be?
Yeah.
Halle Berry has won a damn Oscar. The woman can act. And she's easy on the eyes. People love to look at her. Her name is a draw. But could you imagine how utterly ridiculous it would be if they tried to cast Halle Berry as Michelle Obama? When someone is just made up, if you're just making up characters and they're just like, to me, I think it's sort of ridiculous when people get upset about people playing particular, like if they cast a new Black Panther and it happened to be a light-skinned Black dude, I don't care. Black Panther's a Black dude, supposed to be from Africa. I don't really care if the dude's light, dark, medium. Doesn't matter to me. But when you start talking about real life people, the least you should do is try and find someone that can physically look like them as much as possible. Like look at what's his name? When Jamie Foxx played Ray Charles, he embodied him. He looked like them. He moved like him. He sounded like them. Could you imagine if if what's his name? Boris Kojo played him? He would have been this giant 6'8" bulked up dude that's light. He wouldn't have looked anything or looked like him. It would have been, I couldn't have bought him in that role. And maybe that's part of the problem with Lamont when he said Zazie Beetz' performance was the least out of all of them, was the lowest caliber out of all of them, was probably because when you looked at Zazie Beetz, it was hard to put her in that character because she looks nothing like the lady. you know.
And right on. Good.
And once you get
Well,
that initial reaction is a lot, man. That initial reaction, it sets the tone, and it's hard to overcome that.
and well said, Larry. And before we move on, just the last comments from the director. James Samuel, the director of the film, also responded to his audience about their concerns of colorism. He told Business Insider that he would tell the critics, "Thank you. They're not complaining." So I respect him for saying that. They're not complaining. They are making a point, right? Or is he being sarcastic? And it's a beautiful point. They make it well. I would say to them, I'm not making a biopic. That may piss people off. Continuing to respond with positivity, he said, "It's a beautiful thing because they are doing exactly what I wanted everyone to do for years. Bring up images of these people and go and look. Here's the real thing. Here's the real person. We existed." Now, I like those comments. I have to be honest with you. I really do. I mean, the little part where he says, "I'm not making a biopic," that may rub people the wrong way. But I like the point where he's like, they're not complaining. And, I want people to go look up these people because that's what people are doing. So that's super dope right there. And so, guys, again, if you're watching this via live on the replay, there is a link down to that article down in the description box for you to read at your own leisure. And we got 3 top. Go ahead.
I just have to reiterate. I just have to say I would be totally on board with him and wouldn't really care what black person plays what role as another black person if it went in both ways. But we don't see that. We see light-skinned people being able to play dark-skinned people, and we see black dark-skinned people being stuck only being able to play black dark-skinned people. We don't see it going the other direction, and that's where I have a problem with it. That's where the colorism and the light skin privilege, as some people call it, starts to kick in. That's where people start talking about, some of the divides, is that it doesn't go both ways. And I think when it doesn't, as a black person, it's your responsibility to bow out of those situations and say, I think maybe you should find someone that's more representative of that person's true looking character,
Right on. And so we have the 8th topic right here of the day. Moving on to some MCU news, guys. Everything remaining in the show is going to be MCU. And so this one right here has to do with Blade. And I have this report right here. It says, this is from Empire. Mahershala Ali talks his future as Blade in the MCU. I'm excited to get going. And they have the exclusive. And I am just let you know, we got 137 people watching right now. If I can get 37 thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. I got 2 people watching on Facebook. And there's also a link down to this article down in the description box for you to read at your own leisure. And just FYI, there's a spoiler warning ahead if you haven't seen the Eternals. So just let you know if you haven't seen the Eternals. When is a spoiler warning in itself a spoiler? Well, when you're dealing with a tangled web that is the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it can be. So read carefully. And I forgot how long this was. And I just want to get to the quote of him talking about how excited he is. And where is it? I don't know. But we're going to start right here. By the sounds of things, this initial test has Ali raring to get stuck further into the role. That Marvel world is obviously the biggest in the film, and just to get a little introduction into that, starting with the Comic-Con a couple of years ago, and now the very early stages of stepping into the shoes of that character. It felt special and really cool, he says. I'm excited to get going and to do more. Not that he's tried to on the leather jacket and shades yet. We're getting there, he teases. We're getting close. The Daywalker is about to get up and running. Now, Larry, I'm gonna come to you first, man. Oh, it's not that long. Larry,
I just want to say before you move on, can you check this Jay Lee person?
Oh yeah. Who is Jay Lee? Who is Jay Lee? What
with
Jay
his
Lee
Let's
doing?
Go Brandon BS?
Oh, really?
Come on, man.
Where he at? Okay, let me get him out of here. We're gonna block Jay Lee. Jay Lee is out of there. All right. Thank you, Larry. I appreciate it, sir. And so I know you. I know I kind of sent this to y'all early in the week, and you left a comment about it. Kind of want you to elaborate on that. You know, how you feeling about this? Are you as excited as Mahershala Ali is for him to take on Blade, or you have other opinions? Let us know. Let us know.
I will say this.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Larry. Hey, Nino, Let's Go Brandon is a political jargon that says F Biden. That's what that means. They're not talking about me. That's am I right, Larry?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah. So they're just being stupid, and that it has nothing to do with me. So, but I'm sorry, Larry. Go ahead.
So I like Mahershala Ali. I do. I think he's a fine actor. He's accomplished, obviously. Dude's won what, 2 Oscars already? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, the dude's wholly legit. My problem is that the way we've seen the MCU develop with these different phases, it takes a long time to get all these movies out. And he's not a young man. And so I know they say good black don't crack, but he's still not a young man. And I mean, when we look at like the first Captain America movie or the first Iron Man movie to where they left off, it was what? It was over the span of what, like 12 years or something like that? I mean, how long do we expect to have this guy who's supposed to be a vampire who's not aging? I mean, that's part of the problem right there. The dude's not supposed to age. And I feel like when that's the case, you need to find somebody young. You need to find somebody in their 20s. So when you get done with their phase and they're in their 30s, they still look relatively the same. Because right now, I think Mahershala Ali is what, like late 40s?
I'm gonna look that up while you talk.
He's close to 50, if not already 50.
I mean, if let's say he's 50, by the time they get done with his phase, dude might be 62. He might be heading for Social Security time.
Oh, Lord.
And he's not even supposed to be aging.
If he can keep himself young, he can stay in shape, he can probably give it a 10-year run. But the issue is, from everything I keep reading in these rumors, they're really trying to put some oomph behind Blade, him teaming up for the Midnight Suns. Like, this character is going to be roaming around the MCU at least 15 years. Yeah. And so I think that's the time frame you've got to put on Mahershala Ali before they transition to maybe the younger Blade series and the younger Blades that they have. But at the same time, Larry, you also got to think about this. We have entered the multiverse. And on any given day, you can pluck a Blade from any one of the multiverses who's younger or whatever, and put them with any one of the other ones. And I think that's going to be their way of getting around your main gripe with him. I'm ready to see him play Blade. I'm still hoping that they somehow or another include Wesley to be Whistler. Somehow or another, I've noticed Wesley softening in his damnation of Marvel, all the way to the point now where he's praising Mahershala Ali. He's been saying nice things about Kevin Feige and the MCU, almost to me telegraphing that he's going to have, if not a role, he's going to make an appearance in some of the Blade properties. So as of right now, I'm happy with where they're going. And I think Mahershala Ali is going to do a good job as Blade. Now, mind you, we've already seen him on the Netflix series Luke Cage. Played a pretty convincing villain, but, you know, he's got the teeth to be a vampire.
Right. He does.
Let me get in here. Well, let me get in here. I'm surprised y'all feel this way.
Yeah.
I disagree wholeheartedly with both of y'all. I mean, I see what you're saying in a general sense, but given a certain situation, I think we're good, because I can't remember, one of y'all said you want a 20-something year old. To me, Blade is a character that is seasoned, that is experienced. So he needs to look like he in his 40s, you know? And yeah, Mahershala Ali is 47 years old, but going into this, y'all, they know that they didn't sign him for a one-picture deal. They don't sign nobody like that. They signed him for at least 3 solo Blade films. He probably got to show up in 3 other Avengers movies, and then 3 others. So that's probably like 6 to 9 films right there. And then again, another thing is, like, you know why it don't bother me? Because of this man right here, Morgan Freeman. You know why that matters? This man is old as hell, but he's still showing up in movies. He was born in 1937. He wasn't a Dark Knight, still running around not looking crazy. So if he can do it, why can't
But that's different. That's different though.
What's different about it?
Because Blade is a character that's not supposed to age. Like when we look at Morgan Freeman, I've never seen a movie with Morgan Freeman where he's looked young. Morgan Freeman was born looking old, and he's always looked old. And that's just his look. But he's not playing a character that, you know, where he's supposed to stay young looking. That's what I'm saying. If you find someone like, maybe you think that 20 is too young. So let's say you get someone that's 30 and they're in that role for 15 years. You take a black person who's 30 and you revisit them at 45, they look basically the same. So
did you see Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Yeah, I'm sure I saw it at some point.
So what if they do with not Kirk Douglas? What's his name? Lamont. They play Hank Pym. What's his name?
Douglas, but I can't think of his first name.
Yeah. Hold on. Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm finna make a point.
You talking about the old dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Douglas?
Yeah, Michael Douglas. Because is that his name?
Is it Michael? No, it's Douglas something.
What is his name? What is his name?
You're not talking about Paul
Rudd. You are.
Michael Douglas.
Yeah,
Michael Douglas.
Yeah. What they made him look young in that film with the digital technology and stuff. And so you don't think they can do that with Mahershala? But and see, it'll be easier for him, a black dude, than a white guy.
Now, here's the thing, though. When you start talking about age regression, you're talking about all of a sudden moving your budget up. You're talking about if it's with Michael Douglas, who's doing a scene here and there because he's a side character. He's not one of the main characters. They need to shoot a scene or two with him to establish some backstory. That's a different thing than to age regress a main character.
Good point.
Yeah, but my argument be, I don't know why you're mad with me, because I said I think he has a 10-year run. And the way that you get out of him aging when he's like 65 is you got the multiverse. So, I mean, it's not a big deal for me. I'm kind of anxious to see him play the role. But when you start talking about getting after 10 years, they're probably going to have to do something. And I would say the major difference with Morgan Freeman and all the characters he's played, Morgan Freeman is not playing an action hero at that age. And I think Mahershala Ali still has at least 10 years where he can legitimately play an action hero.
I see what you're saying as far as the action, but that don't ever bother me because they got stunt people out the wazoo, camera edits and tricks, and you know you can still be a 60-year-old man and do flips. You know, I done seen it myself, and I know he keeps. I mean, y'all make some good points, but especially you, Larry, with the scene versus the whole movie. But I don't know. That just never crossed my mind. I just never thought like, okay, in 10 to 15 years, he's going to look old. I don't know. I just don't see that. I mean, it could happen. I hope I'm wrong. I hope y'all.
I would have rather have seen someone like John Boyega or maybe John, what's his name? John Washington. I would have rather have seen one of them in there, you know, because they're a bit younger.
You mean their age or the actual person? Like the actual actor?
Both. I think they're both fine actors. I think they could have both pulled that role off. I think they're fine actors. I understand if someone says, hey, we want you to go get a 2-time Oscar winner in Mahershala Ali versus John Boyega or John Washington. I understand why they're going for Mahershala Ali. Don't get me wrong. I mean, as far as a name draw, he's definitely there. I just would have serious concerns about putting a person of that age in a character that's not supposed to age, that's going to be in that role for the next 15 plus years.
I got you. Well,
as long as they got the multiverse, we good. As long as they got.
Well, yes, like you said, you can always pluck another blade out from somewhere else in the multiverse.
And I'll tell you guys another thing that this multiverse saves them from. We don't wish it happens to nobody, but if it did, the next time a major star has something that causes them to have an untimely demise, the multiverse allows you to go back and get someone else and still put it right into the continuity of the story. And we hope that this doesn't happen. But I mean, this is life we're living and it could happen. But just by having this multiverse, some of the age issues, that takes care of it because they can bring someone right back in who's a good actor, established, say they came from the Earth 619 and stick them right back into the continuity of the story and bam, you keep rolling.
Right on. Let me grab a super chat from Cindy Lee, $5. Happy to catch you live. One of my favorite channels. Well, thank you so much. I do appreciate it, Cindy Lee.
What a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside.
That is very, very flattening, man. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We really do appreciate it.
You know
so
what
guys,
I would have? I was gonna say one other person I wouldn't mind seeing. They would have to put what's the dude's name that was just in the Eternals, the Indian cat that or Pakistani cat they just had to go get all beefed up. I can never pronounce his name. Anyways, they might have to send, like, if they took Donald Glover and sent him to that dude's trainer and got him yoked up, he could play a dope Blade.
Oh God, this guy.
I like the idea of that because he would bring something weird and different to the role that I like.
Now, B, before you go, I do want to say this. I did a full video on when it's time to recast T'Challa. I'm for Denzel Washington's son getting that role. And I'm still leading that charge. I want to see him in the MCU.
We'll see. We'll see. All right, guys, we got 2 topics left. This is topic number 11 right here. More MCU news coming from comicbook.com. Captain America 4, Nate Moore reveals exclusive new movie details. This is by BD Brandon Davis. And, you know, where this is coming from right after The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which came out earlier this year. The Falcon and Captain America, the Winter Soldier, and casting Anthony Mackie for the role. With Mackie now serving as the MCU's Captain America, his first solo film will set itself apart from the first 3 Captain America movies. I think he's not Steve Rogers, and I think that's a good thing. Moore, they're talking about Nathan Moore, who is the producer, the black guy, said on comicbook.com's Phase Zero podcast, because to me, this new Cap is Rocky. He's going to be the underdog in any situation. He's not a super soldier. He's not 100 years old. He doesn't have the Avengers. What happens with this guy who announces publicly, kind of without the support, I'm the new Captain America? What happens next? I think this is fascinating because he's a guy. He's a guy with wings and a shield, but he is a guy. So we're going to put him through the ringer and make him earn it. And see what happens, when he's outweighed, outclassed, out everything. What makes somebody Captain America? I'm going to argue it's not being a super soldier, and I think we're going to have to prove that with Mackie and Sam Wilson. Lamont, what do you make of these comments? Does it scare you or does it get you excited?
It scares the hell out of me.
It
scares the living hell out of me. But maybe that's just the way I view comics. Some characters I tend to get bored with if they don't have powers. And let me give you a non-example of that. I don't get bored with Batman because he's a dark character. He's malicious. He won't kill you, but he'll chop your fingers off to get what he needs to solve his case. Anthony Mackie's not doing that. A lot of criticism came out about Anthony Mackie's role and what we've seen on the Disney Plus series with him and Winter Soldier. I think Anthony Mackie has come a long way. I am definitely rooting for Anthony Mackie. Hell, I went and got me a shield because we've got our first black Cap. We finally got our Falcon Cap. I went and got the shield. And I keep it right here too, just in case y'all don't believe. But B. Avery, I'm nervous for this role. Anthony Mackie is stepping to the center stage. And I'm just worried that for this to be a good movie, and Anthony Mackie is going to do this without having any kind of powers, it's got to be a hellified script. And when I say hellified, it's going to have to be a hellified script. And all the stuff he said about him being an underdog and you're expecting him not to win, it just makes me a little nervous, B. Avery.
I'm shocked to hear that. Now, Larry, before I come to you, I'm going to read another comment here and another quote. I think Winter Soldier was interesting in that I wasn't the executive on the first movie. That was Steven Broussard, who's still with us and is amazing, Moore explained. And so when I inherited that property, because the first movie was a period and that second was going to be present day, I kind of came in with the things that I loved about the character. And when I was a kid, I had a bunch of Captain America Falcon comics. I knew Captain America as Captain America and Falcon more than I knew him as an individual. So when I would talk with Marcus and McFeely, I was just somebody like, obviously, you be doing Captain America and Falcon. What else are you going to do? And that wasn't necessarily the first thing they thought of, but it was something they were really interested in. What do you make about all this, Larry? How you feeling about it? You agree with Lamont, or you feel completely different?
I think it's very it's very consistent to what Black folks are in the real world today, whereas you have to be twice as good to get to the same place. And basically that's Anthony Mackie's character. That's Black Captain America right there. He doesn't have any powers except he's going out there and he's kicking butt just the same. He's stopping the bad guys just the same, except he's doing it without the superpowers. And it's just sort of like it's the way Black folks have been throughout time in this country. It's like, okay, you'll take one arm. You want us to run the race and win, except you're going to tie one arm behind our back and tie our legs together. Okay, cool. Now we've done it. We've won the race. So now what? It's unfortunate. I would really love to see him get some powers, but I mean, it really just, to me, it kind of just speaks to the greatness of who he is as a man, as a character, because he's going to do all the same things just without the powers. It's sort of like what Lamont was talking about with Batman. One of the reasons why as you guys know, I have talked a lot of crap about DC characters, but I like Batman because Batman goes head to head with everybody. He goes head to head with Superman, Wonder Woman. He'll go head to head with some alien gods that come down. And he's just a man. He's just a man with a lot of money, that has great gadgets. And I mean, Anthony Mackie, his character, Black Cap is just a dude with some wings and a lot of damn heart,
I got you. Let me grab the super chat real quick. Pound the Pavement, $10. What I do, fellas? What's good, man? Thank you so much for that super chat. I do appreciate it.
Yes!
Yes. He-Man is somewhere right now, just with joy in his heart.
For real. How I feel about this? This
geez, man, this is like the night of trolls for you.
Oh, what's going on? What we got here? What we got?
Posting porn links in here.
Strips without clothing.
Strips without clothing, man. Let me block them real quick.
Wait a minute. How you doing that?
I don't know.
I know, right? How do you strip without clothing?
Hold on.
Maybe they go skinless.
No, they start popping off their fake nails and pulling out hair.
It's giving me an error when I'm trying to block this person. Can I get a moderator to block the porn?
Are you serious?
Please?
Wow.
Yeah, Naked HD. No, go ahead and block Naked HD. I can't do it right now. But the way I feel about this is this actually gives me a hope.
Okay.
Because the reason why is I feel like it's going to be a challenge for the character. I kind of want to see them struggle. I don't want Anthony to come here. I'm Captain America. Dun, 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 save the day. And I like the fact that the comment was like, he's going to announce that I'm a new Captain America without the approval. We know realistically that there are going to be some white folks out there. I'm like, wow, we got this nigga as Captain America, this black man, blah, 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 blah. That's realistic, and I want to see that, and I think that that's going to be a part of the show. I hope they do. I mean, if I don't want them, I know when Falcon and the Winter Soldier was coming out, all of us three, and E-Man, or correct me if I'm wrong, we was all like, I don't know if they're really going to push the racial stuff, and they did barely, just a little bit. Yeah, but I think now they're going to do that wholeheartedly, way more, and that really does get me excited. And him getting his butt whooped a little bit, them saying that he has to earn it. I mean, he's not a super soldier, so I kind of want to see him get handled a little bit. I would like for him to eventually get the super soldier serum, but let him struggle for a little bit. Let us see.
Think about that, B. The dude hasn't struggled enough. The dude had no powers, and he went through everything else that the other Avengers did. And came out the other side alive, and that's not enough of a struggle.
I want to see him. I want to see him power up. I want to see him elevate. And when the threats of the universe are getting more and more serious, you're gonna have to power up as with everybody else as well. That goes for Hawkeye. That goes for Black Widow too.
Yeah, I'm with that part. I'm with it when they get to that part. That's the only way I could see. The way they've gone with his character, that's the only way I can see it becoming compelling. When you see the transition of him powering up, I mean, sure, he's got the integrity, he's got the heart, he's got all that. He's got all those things. It's kind of like what Larry said. And what you said, B. Avery, when he got the shield, there was white people just going out their minds online. We see the comments, right? And so he's carrying a burden similar to what T'Challa was carrying in Black Panther. And you want to see him have a fantastic script narrative that moves and wanes similar to the kind of art the T'Challa character was on. That's all I'm saying. And I want to see him be able to get into that vein. As of right now, he feels lackluster, and we've seen him over and over again. That's all I'm saying.
Pound
I'll
of
tell you
payment.
what I
Thank
would
you
like to
again
see.
for the $5 super chat. Eternals did not acknowledge Mackie as Captain America. I think you're right, but thank you for the super chat. Go ahead, Larry.
I'll tell you what I would like to see. I would like to see them bring in another black cap from the multiverse, and it be Killmonger.
Oh Lord,
what the hell?
No,
I'm just saying. Tell me that would not be awesome to have Killmonger. I mean,
No.
the dude was born in America,
Now,
and he's a special forces dude. He's got all the credentials to be Captain America.
We are now moving to the last topic just for that.
Avery, I thought he was going to take the opportunity to say the Black Captain America we saw in the series, and he had to go ruin it.
I thought it was going to be something.
Think about how dope that would be if he was Captain America, and then at the same time continued to take his rightful place on the throne of Wakanda. And so he was not only Black Panther, he would be Black Captain America, Black Panther Captain America.
You made me forget. I think you made me forget the order. Who next? Lamont, what's background would you like, sir, for the last topic? Would you like this one right here?
There is no order. Right, there is no order.
Let's go with that one. Let's go with that one.
All right. Well, guys, we are at the last topic of the day. Something that me and Larry have been bickering about all week.
Has it only been that long?
And our own little forum or whatever. This dude funny.
Y'all need to tell B to get that hate out his horn.
No, ain't no hate over here. Larry be going crazy in the comments. but oh yeah. Anyway, I can't even talk. But we got the last topic of the day.
Panther America. Here. Somebody came up with the name of the movie right there. Panther America. See?
America.
There you go.
American Panther.
American Panther. There you go, right there. That's it. No. And Killmonger is just on one, right, in that movie the whole time.
Jaren, don't give him any ideas. Let's get him out of here. Mm-hmm. Last topic of the day. You know, I want to call you out so bad. Larry was talking crap about Disney earlier in the week, talking about their subscriptions are fainting. Mm-hmm. But no, they had a Disney Plus day on Friday. Mm-hmm. And I think it was a pretty dope move to get subscriptions, and I'm excited. Some of the announcements they came out with were given. We knew they were coming. Some of them were a surprise. I had no idea they were coming. And I'm here to talk about it. And this brings us to the last topic of the day, and I'm coming to Larry first. And I have this article right here from IGN, Disney Plus Day 2021, everything they announced. And if you don't know this because you was living under a rock, there's a link to this down in the description box below for you to read at your own leisure. But this article says everything from Star Wars, Obi-Wan, to the first look of Moon Knight, She-Hulk, and Miss Marvel, everything you need to know. And so I haven't even watched this trailer yet, but they did drop this Obi-Wan Kenobi. What's great about that is if you are a Star Wars fan, I'm a casual. Hayden Christensen is going to be coming back to reprise the role as Darth Vader, and he's going to be having a rematch with Obi-Wan, so that's something to look forward to. They also released Shang-Chi and Jungle Cruise on Disney Plus, also with all these titles that you have right here. Also, some Boba Fett that they talked about briefly. Here's some Moon Knight and some Spider-Man cartoon, Agatha television series. You know, yeah. I'm looking forward to that. We got Sam Jackson right here for the Secret Invasion, X-Men 97, and Baymax. I'm just thrilled. You know, we got all this stuff right here.
It looks like a deep roster.
It does. And even if you just go to the Disney Plus IG page, As far as Marvel, they got Secret Invasion, Marvel Zombies, which this wasn't announced before. Agatha wasn't announced before. Ironheart was, and I Am Groot, but a new Spider-Man animated series. Now, Lamont, I don't think we mentioned this last night, but this cartoon is going to be in the MCU as well.
What?
But yeah, but I mean, y'all see all
What?
this right here, but but Larry, tell me, what do you think about this whole announcement? Do you think it'll help Disney Plus get subscribers? And out of all the releases that they had, it don't have to be just Marvel. Like, what is your favorite? What is your favorite? Your first two things that got you most excited that you can't wait to see?
Wow, my first two.
Top two.
Probably my top two. It's probably first is Secret Invasion.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably my top.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, it's probably. Now, here's the thing. I would say She-Hulk, but I don't think they're gonna have. I don't think they're gonna have Howard the Duck. So I'm gonna have to say that's down because I really want to see Howard the Duck come back. But I love Star Wars, man. So I might be down with Obi-Wan. I might be down with the Obi-Wan series.
Obi-Wan.
I really like, but as grown up as a kid, I really loved Obi-Wan, and I was fascinated with Boba Fett. And so for them to really start telling that whole Boba Fett story, I'm kind of excited for that. So, I want to see all. Don't get me wrong, I will watch all of the Marvel stuff. I'm gonna watch all of the Star Wars stuff too. But like as we were talking about in the thread earlier, as you said, I feel like Marvel needs to pull in some new directors. I feel like what they've been doing has been it's starting to be, not even starting to be, it is at this point formulaic. And I think as we, people have said, oh, this movie hasn't done as well as that one hasn't done as well as this one. I think some of it's because a lot of people are starting to feel like it's the same thing over and over again.
So you don't feel like this is all new stuff right here we're getting since you feel that way?
I think they're new characters. I think the way they're telling the stories are the same. I think the way they're telling the stories is sort of formulaic. And I think for a long time that formula worked, but I think people are starting to grow tired of it and it's getting a little stale. And I think they need to bring in some new directors. That's why I was saying, I think when I was talking about maybe bringing in some, like some of the Korean or, Korean horror film directors or Japanese horror film directors, because they tell some terrifying stories with some really crazy visuals. I think they would be great in some of these, or, someone like Catherine Bigelow or something, or I don't know, bring in someone like F. Gary Gray to pull off some big action film or so. I mean, one of the big action joints, as far as the movies, not the series. I think they need to mix it up a little bit more than what they have.
Isn't Chloe Zhao kind of like a Catherine Bigelow? Both Oscars, in
a way, but Catherine Bigelow she's actually made movies with action in there. I don't really feel like Chloe Zhao has done that. Her stuff has been much more dramatic and slower paced, and I think we saw that. And we've seen that in her earlier films, and we saw that in the Eternals. I thought the Eternals was very much her, and I mean, yeah, I think that movie could have been a lot better with a different direction. I know people are gonna laugh at me. I know you guys do every time I say it. I would love to see Michael Bay direct a Marvel movie.
I'm not laughing at you for that. I would love to see that too.
Way over the top. That dude brings the action. He is way over the top. You're gonna see people, blowing up and all kinds of craziness. You might see some sexy, Marvel chick running in slow motion. It's going to be straight Michael Bay, but it's going to be big and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I would be down with that. But your favorite is Obi-Wan and
Secret Invasion is my number one, then Obi-Wan.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Lamar, how you feeling about all this? And we can talk about that Spider-Man thing too. Go ahead.
Secret Invasion and the X-Men series,
Nice.
especially with them picking up from 97. That story arc of the X-Men cartoon has to be somewhere in the Cartoon Hall of Fame, at least top 5 cartoon series ever created. Top 5 for sure. And for them to pick up from that, I'm excited. And for all the different things they can do with Secret Invasions, all the different characters you're going to have to bring into that, and to see Sam Jackson in a leading role, you just can't get enough of him on the screen. So Those are my two most excited. I'm very interested in how they're going to tie in the Spider-Man as an animated series into the MCU and keep some kind of continuity. But I knew that was coming because the kids just love Spider-Man. I mean, they love this guy. They can't get enough of. My daughter, who's 16 months old, is watching that Disney Spider-Man show now. And she gets in there, does a little dance. So I'm interested to see how it goes, B. Avery. And this is a lot of content. I mean, this is a lot of content coming out over the next 4 to 5 years. You just better strap in. So I think the question for you is, B.A., what two are you most interested in seeing?
Well, before that, I just wanted to say this. The animated series follows Peter Parker on his way to becoming Spider-Man in the MCU with a journey unlike we've ever seen. So this is freshman year. So this animated series is gonna take place before Spider-Man Homecoming. He was like a sophomore. So that's that. Now to answer your question, as far as which one gets me most excited.
Wait, B, before you answer that question, can I just stick on Spider-Man for a second?
Go ahead.
Has there been any mention about getting a live action Miles Morales?
No. I mean, people want it. I want it, but it should be a while because Peter Parker. Well, Miles Morales is in the comics. Peter Parker is much older than he is now, to my understanding. So if they did it now, that would be wrong. I mean, I want to see it, but
we're gonna get it, but it's not gonna be. It's at least 5 years away, Larry. But we're definitely gonna get Miles Morales. Definitely.
Now I'm looking at this list, and I haven't even. If I have to look at it, let's see here. It will probably be. It'd probably be Secret Invasion and the X-Men.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, because man, this is my first. This X-Men was my first introduction to anything, really.
It was my first introduction to Marvel.
Yeah,
that's what got me going. Actually, looking at the comics. Like I said, I told you my story last night. I thought Wolverine in that yellow and black was I thought he was the most menacing looking character ever. And it took me and growing in my MCU knowledge to really know he ain't that tough. But on that show, I mean, he was everything to me as a kid. I mean, I had Wolverine toys and all that. And so, again, B. Avery, we can't say enough about that X-Men's run of the Phoenix Saga. I mean, almost 2 seasons of pure bliss. It was so good. And I hope that they can continue that kind of creativity going forward, recreating the series.
And guys, it's on the show is on Disney Plus right now. You know, if you ain't seen it. Now, who is Echo though?
That's a female in the MCU.
Okay.
Now I will say that, and I probably should have put this on my list instead of Obi-Wan, but I kind of want to mix it up between Marvel and Star Wars because I do love Star Wars. But I'm really looking forward to Agatha House of Harkness because out of all the series that they put out on Disney, all the Marvel series they put out on Disney, she's my favorite character out of all those series. You know, because she was I mean, she was just flat out my favorite character through all of them. She was the most fun, the most dynamic, and I mean, out of watching if I was gonna go back and watch any of those characters again, I would want to see her.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you for that, man.
And B, you probably, I don't know if they're going to do it now, but with Echo, she is the daughter of Kingpin in the comics, and oftentimes you would see her helping out Daredevil. So that's if you want to know a little bit more about Echo, and I think this could be the introduction into bringing Daredevil back into the MCU because they've been trying to get Daredevil in here.
Right
and
on.
Echo might be their way to do it.
How y'all feeling about that bottom left right there?
Prey? Predator and Prey?
Yeah. And any interest?
I'm interested, but it's not like a glowing interest.
I ain't mad at you.
I mean, like, I'm not about to go and have no geekgasm over it, but I mean, I'm interested.
Okay, Moon Knight.
Definitely interested. I'm interested to see how they take the Batman of the MCU because he's a dark character. He's also going to be one of the Sons of the Midnight, and in order to do that and not have any real powers, you have got to be badass.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how dark are they going to take this character behavior, because him and Punisher had a knockdown, drag out fight, and y'all know Punisher is dark and kills people. So imagine if he took Punisher to the end of the road and back, what he's got to be like.
Right on, right on. Okay.
When are we gonna get Elektra back?
That's Daredevil. Whenever he come back.
I mean, she could have her own joint.
Well, she could. Well, I guess you're right. Did y'all check out The World According to Jeff Goldblum from National Geographic?
No, I didn't check that out. How was it?
I was just messing with you. You know.
Okay.
I am going to check out that Home Sweet Home Alone though. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna give it a try. Now, Larry, you really didn't care for Shang-Chi though, because I liked him. I liked him more the third time.
I liked it. I thought it was good.
And y'all tell me which one you like more, Shang-Chi or the Eternals?
Man,
jeez.
Golly.
I wasn't a big fan of either one of them, to be honest.
They both 7-ish to me. Like, it's nothing.
Yeah. Gun to the head. Gun to your head.
A part of me want to say I like Eternals more, but that ending, I wasn't thrilled with that. The fighting I like better in Shang-Chi. If I'm I'm gonna have to judge this like this, behavior. What would I go in the room and watch again right now? And it would be Eternals.
Oh, shoot, okay.
Yeah, if I was gonna go into the other room and watch one of them, I would go watch the Jungle Cruise.
What the hell?
Okay, I got you. I honestly couldn't decide, y'all, because as soon as this goes off, I'm gonna eat and I'm gonna watch a couple of scenes of the Eternals. You know what surprised me? Shout out to Sugar Starlight because she be messing with me. But I'm saying,
how you gonna watch a couple scenes of the Eternals?
Did I say Eternals?
Huh?
I thought I meant to say.
You're telling on yourself, B.
Nah, I meant to say Shang-Chi. I feel like I'm the only one on the internet that's excited about the IMAX scenes that are on Disney Plus now. Like nobody's like, I'm like, that's a big deal, but like, no, everybody's like, I guess,
Yeah.
Lamont, have you went on there and looked at it?
Mm-mm.
Go on there and go on there and just look at a scene or two of Infinity War. And it'll have the IMAX enhanced where the black bars are filled in with picture on the top and bottom, and the resolution is clearer. It is a better picture. It doesn't have the IMAX sound, but it has the IMAX ratio and the IMAX resolution.
Oh, I got the sound covered. Don't worry about that.
This is a big deal to me. It's a completely different experience.
I'm glad you told me, because I haven't been paying that part of attention. I didn't know that they was doing that now on Disney Plus.
Yeah, that was part of Friday. So, and what I'm saying is Avengers Endgame and Infinity War were the first movies out of all time where it was filmed with IMAX cameras from beginning to end, not just select scenes. And so the whole entire movie is a completely different experience for me. It is much better picture, much better color, all that. So
damn, I might have to watch that tonight.
Oh yeah. Get you some libations and do the dang thing, man. Elevate your mind. No, but any more comments, y'all, for Disney Plus Day?
Get the stock. If you guys have not watched any of my financial channels videos when I'm talking about stocks, Disney is on a discount right now. The stock normally hovers around 180. And it's all the way down to like 159. I don't know what it's going to open at Monday morning. It might open at about 161 after all this hoopla and mania with Disney Plus Day. But if the stock remains under 170, you guys just got to buy some. Secure your future. And those are the ones you love that you want to pass down the legacy to. And Disney is definitely going to be here for that long run.
Right on. Well, guys, that is going to conclude everything on the Movie News Roundup show number 38. We are right there about to get to 40 and then 50, and then we're going to be at 100 before you know it. I'm going to be happy and dancing and clapping and doing all kind of crazy stuff like that. But before we get out of here, first, I just want to thank my guests so much for being here, because they bring so much life and energy to the channel. And that is Larry and Lamont. Gentlemen, seriously, man, thank y'all so much for being here. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you for letting us come.
Of course. And Larry, before we get out of here, man, what do you have going on your channel that you would like to promote, sir?
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing one of my wine and winners giveaway shows tomorrow night. I don't know what time. I just usually hop on. I grab my bins of products and start giving stuff away. So come on through.
I'm sorry. And real quick, guys, y'all see that right there? He was probably going to say it anyway, but I want to congratulate this brother on reaching 50K. 50,000 subscribers. Look at that. It looks so beautiful and crisp. Look at it right there. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Larry, man. He works very hard, and congratulations to my brother on 50K. I'm so sorry for interrupting you. Go ahead.
Thank you, man. I appreciate interrupt me like that every time. Yeah, man, I appreciate it. No, yeah. So I mean, I'm celebrating that because it's a wonderful thing. From a lot of people don't realize how much work we put into these channels here, and I want to celebrate because it's not just me who's I make the videos and put them out, but you guys are out there watching them. You brothers on here supporting me, and we have our audience members going back and forth between everyone's channels. So I just want to celebrate not just by saying thank you, but by giving some stuff away because I want to spread the wealth. People send me good stuff, so I want to go ahead and give some of it back. So
right on, and congratulations again, my brother.
Thank you.
And Lamont, sir, what do you have going on your channel that you would like to promote, sir?
In that first video that you guys see I did today with the show called Hightown on Stars, Monday night I will be interviewing the guy named that plays the character of Osito, and I'll probably post that interview maybe Tuesday. But I'll also be doing my review of 50 Cent's BMF. That's been one of the more popular shows I've done. People seem to really like that. And of course, Power's coming back on. I'll be back on that. And I'll let everybody know I had once told B. Avery and Larry that I was going to quit doing my financial channel. I have decided I'm not going to stop doing that because the content that I bring on that channel to people can help you make financial life gains, which gives you quality of life, which will allow you to be able to sit back and watch MCU while your money makes money for you. So I'm just going to fine tune my craft with that channel and make, more videos and get my game plan together a little better in the coming year. Because a lot of people have made some great gains with some of the stock tips and some of the advice and the trading options and things I've taught on that channel. And instead of deciding to give up on it, I decided I need to refortify and try to build that audience and try to give more back to the community.
It's growing. I remember when that channel had 900 subscribers, man. I remember way back then.
Yeah.
Right on.
It's grown, man. It's grown. It's just been up to me to keep that ship going, and I've been kind of dropping the ball a little bit.
Keep going, my brother. And guys, this is my channel right here. As y'all know, if you want to find that channel, all you got to do is just click this channel tab right there. And you got these three gentlemen's channel right there on the top row. Braille James was in the comments tonight. You can check him right out there on the second row.
Big ups.
And I probably should have sent him an invite. I'm sorry for that, James. But I got some trailer reactions that I dropped lately. I got about 10 or 11 more of these that I've already recorded. I just got to upload them. And so I'm going to try to spread them out throughout the week, and I got even another 15 I got to record as well. My Red Notice review is coming soon. Home Sweet Alone review coming soon. And also,
can we get a sneak peek of the of the Red Notice?
No, not yet. What am I trying to say? And I'm gonna try to get my review for King Richard to y'all on Monday. And then tomorrow I will be going live again tomorrow with Tyra from Struggle Reviews TV at 10 p.m. CST for us to go over Insecure. And I was talking to the sister earlier today, and we're excited to talk about it. And this is her channel right here. And so, so make sure you tune in tomorrow as well.
Nice.
What's up?
I said nice.
Oh, cool. Yes, very nice. But guys, again, I just want to thank all of you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery. That's Larry, and that's Lamont, and that's just our opinion. Peace out, and we'll see you all next time. Good night.